Hello, what is up everyone? So we've created a board that looks pretty cool now, and in this video we'll be adding some functionality. So let's come back to our code. Here we have our game board, and we have some styles for the game board. I've added the styles for all of the tiles. So we can actually just get rid of the game board now. We're done with that part, and you'll see why that's so. It's going to get redrawn whenever I change the board matrix. So let's go ahead and write our left move function. So here I'm going to write my left move function, and we'll write the function here, and all I have to do is on my left button I just have to say this dot left move. And let's just start with some very simple functionality. So first thing what I do is I say const board matrix equals this dot state. So I get the board matrix from the component state. And now what I do is I need to go to every row. So I run a loop for let I equals 0, I less than 4, I plus plus, and within this loop what I need to do is let's just consider how I would move this 2 to the very left. So what I do within this is I start checking from this location itself, because I want to move left, so this anyways isn't going to move at all. So for this 2 I check whether this thing is a 0. If it's not, then this 2 obviously cannot move to the left, unless of course it's going to merge with another 2 here, which is something that we'll look at later. But I have a 2 here, and it's going to move to the left only if it's a 0. And then again here, if I have another 2, let's say, the only way this is going to move to the left is if this thing right here is a 0. So we'll do exactly that. So what we do is within this we run another loop, and of course remember the outer loop is just corresponds to this part right here. So I do it for this row, and then I do it for this row as well. I move all of them to the left, then I use it for this row. So that's keeping track of my row right here. And then within a row what I do is let j equals 1, and of course we need to start from 1, because starting from 0 won't really make too much sense. And then j less than 4 and j plus plus. And then what I do is the first thing that I do is I see whether that location is a 0. If it is, then there's no sense in moving it at all, because 0 is our blank tile. So if board matrix of ij is 0, then just continue the loop. Then we don't really need to do anything in this iteration. And then what I do is if it's not 0, then what I do is I run another loop. And why do I have to run another loop? That's because what if this 2 is not here, but let's say here, then what I do is I move this to here, and then I should also check whether to the left of that is another 0, because I'll have to move the 2 from here to here now, and then I'll have to move the 2 from here to here. So what I do is I run another loop. So I do for let k equals j. So I start from j now. So if my 2 is right here, then my j will be 3. So k is equal to 3 now, and then I say that j is greater than or equal to actually greater than 0, and k minus minus. You'll see why I didn't use equal to 0 in a minute. So here what I do is I just check if board matrix of I comma k minus 1 is equal to 0, And as you can see, I've used k minus 1 here, which is exactly why I didn't use equal to 0, because I'm not going to be moving it any more left from the 0th position. So when I'm at 1, then I check if board matrix of 0 is 0. If it is, then I move the 2 from here to here, and that's it for my loop. So if this is 0, if my board matrix of I comma k minus 1 is 0, then what I do is I set board matrix of I k minus 1 to be equal to board matrix of I comma k, which in my case is going to be this 2 right here. And the other thing that I need to do is I set board matrix of I comma k to be equal to 0, so that when this 2 moves from here to here, then this thing becomes a 2 and this thing becomes a 0. So that's how my loop is working. So let's just save this and try running this. Let's see whether we can get this much right. So I have my 2 2's right here, and let's move it to the left. So when I hit left, this isn't really doing anything. So we're probably doing something wrong. Let's check it out. Alright, so what we're actually missing is this dot set state. So what really happens is when I'm changing this board matrix, I also need to do something here which sets the state again. So I need to say this dot set state, and again I need to pass it an object. So in this I'm saying that the board matrix should now be the new board matrix that I have. So this part is really important. When I do this, and let me go back to our game, and when I hit the left button, as you can see, both of these tiles move to the left. So this is pretty cool. Let's go back to our code, and let's also write the code for a merge, because if let's say I add a 2 here as well. Let's go back to our game, and when I hit left now, as you can see, what happens is these 2 2's don't really merge, they just stay next to each other. So I don't want that, so we want to change that as well. So another condition that I want to add here is else if board matrix of I comma k minus 1 is equal to board matrix I comma k, then that's going to be a merge, because what I'm saying is board matrix of so after this 2 moves right here, what happens is this becomes a 0, and now when I'm running the loop for this 2 right here, this 2 first encounters this condition right here, and because this one is a 0, so I move this 2 from here to here, and then what I'm checking is whether the k minus 1th value and the kth value are equal, which they are. They're both 2's. So what I do is I need to merge them now. So I'm going to write my merge code here. So this is my merge code. So let's just reset our 2's to here. So for the merge code, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say that board matrix of I k minus 1 is equal to board matrix of I comma k minus 1 plus board matrix of I comma k. So I'm doing a plus because when it's 2 and 2, it'll be 2 plus 2 and 4. When it's 4 and 4 that's merging, it'll be 4 plus 4, which is 8. So that's exactly how the 2048 game works. And then I also need to do board matrix of I comma k equals 0. So this should be it for our merge code. Let's go ahead and test it out. So let's hit left. And as you can see, this became a 4 now, and this bottom one is a 2 because it didn't really have anything to merge with. So that's some functionality that we've added for the left move right here. There'll still be one bug which we'll actually fix much later, but in the next video what we'll do is we'll also write our right move, up move, down move, all of those. What you could do is you could try, based on the logic for the left move, you could try writing the rest of them on your own, but I'll still be going over them in the next video once. So I'll see you there. Don't forget to give the video a like. I think this was a very cool video, so I'll see you next time.